I'm Mauricio Contadini. I'm continuous improvement manager of Decotek Automotive. And today I will talk with you about how XR as a tool to improve the multi-site collaboration. Okay, so how we can use the XR, or how Decotek are starting to use the XR to improve the multi-site team collaboration. This will be the agenda of this presentation. So I will talk just a little bit about Decotek, what is the XR project, our challenges before the project and during the project, and what we see for Decotek and this technology for the future. Okay, so Decotek, the Decotek group, we have two sites. We have one here in Ireland, Collingstown, Westmeath, middle of Ireland, and the other one is in Milovic, Czech Republic, more or less an hour from Prague. Okay, so between these two sites, we produce automotive exterior trims, okay, decorative ones. So we have high-end customers. We produce for top specs cars, okay? So some of our products and some of our customers, we produce to Volvo, to Aston Martins, to Porsche, to Bentley, to Lamborghini. And the main products that we produce is the grills of the cars, roof rails, and some external glass trims like these ones here from the bottom and top of the glass of the cars, the side of the cars, okay? And because our customers is high-end customers, we care a lot about quality. Our customers cares a lot about quality. And quality, I think quality is the main thinking that we need to have every day on our products, okay? But not only this, because our products go to high-end cars, we need to care about unique. So it's not like, okay, we produce for one car and we can put these same trims in all the cars. No, our customers want specific trims, decorative trims, okay? So because of this, we need to develop the project. And like Timmy says, a car took sometimes 10 years, 5 years to be developed. So we have now in production project from 5-10 years ago and some new projects, okay? So the XR project starts because we have two sites. We have experts on these two sites. We have specialists on both sides. But how to share this knowledge? Okay, because during the development of a project, we need to share this knowledge. We cannot just start from the ground, reinvent the wheel. Okay, we need to share all the knowledge that these both specialists has. We need to facilitate the problem shooting, because if we have a problem during the project, during the production, or even a challenge for our customers, we need to share the information and easily find the solution, okay? And also reduce the physical travel, because travel is okay only for vacations. Nobody likes to travel for work, okay? And we can say, oh, but Czech Republic, it's in Europe. It's okay, it's 2.5 hours of planing. It's not only that. I will show this later for you. And okay, we can share knowledge, facilitate problem shooting, reduce physical travel. We can use Zoom, Teams. There's a lot of things that we can use for meetings. But we cannot do all the project development, all the problem shooting on Teams. We have the necessity to go to production, to go to where the things happens, okay? So we need to go and see what's happening in production. Our specialists need to go and talk with operators, talk with the leaders of production to see what's best for health and safety, ergonomics, production, logistics, to everybody. And we have a big concern about data security. Our customers have a big concern about data security. Okay, some of the projects, the new projects, nobody knows about. Nobody see the new car, only who works inside the automotive or the companies. And this cannot be on internet. So that data security is very important to us. Also, high resolution visual. We work with decorative trims. So, like I said before, quality is very important. And even 0.3 millimeters of a defect could be big one. And needs to be easy to operate. We cannot have a big fancy conference room that needs 3 or 4 or 5 different tools to configure, to operate and have one meeting. Needs to be very easy to just go to production. If we have a question, we just talk to our sister company and someone go to production and solve the problem and see what's happening, okay? So the main difficult and what motivates us, it's how to create a teamwork environment, okay? It's very easy to have online meetings. It's very easy to share, to take the cell phone, make a WhatsApp call, Teams call, Zoom call, and share the video and film the video. But who here tried to do a meeting, sharing the video on a Teams call with a cell phone? You are talking with the person and the person is filming and you say something, the person say, oh yes, I'm seeing there, but your video is pointing to other direction, or is not really pointing what would you like to see, okay? So create this teamwork environment is our challenge that motivate us of how, why to start the XRDG project, okay? And like I said, our biggest challenge is work as one only company. If you are on site, you can just go knock on your colleague door, ask her, oh, do you have a minute? Let's go to production. You go with him and just see the problem, just see the challenge and solve and have few ideas. If is in the other side, it's more difficult. How join 2 people in Ireland, 1 people from Czech Republic, and discuss some problem in production that nobody is on site. Okay, so this is the main difficult and what motivates us. We can travel, yes, we can travel. But to travel to Ireland, to Czech Republic, it's 2.5 hours of plane. But we are in Collinstown, middle of Ireland. So we have 1 more hour to go to airport. We need to arrive in the airport half an hour early. And we always have some delays in the airport. And then we arrive in Czech Republic, in Prague. We need to take a taxi, a Uber, or just a car and drive 1 more hour to the Czech side. So it's basically 5 hours to go and 5 hours to come back. But to come back, there's no direct flights. So yes, or we leave in Saturday morning, nobody likes that. Or we take a connection in Amsterdam, Frankfurt, London, or Charles de Gaulle. So it's not a good option. So yes, we lose basically 1 day traveling. This is not good for the employee, because, okay, it's quality life. Nobody likes to travel. It's not good for the productivity because we lost a full day. And it's not good for the company because we have a lot of waste of money. Okay? And, okay, we can travel. Yes, we can do this time to time, but only 1 person. We cannot travel the whole team because it's too expensive. And if 5 people travel from Ireland to Czech Republic or vice versa, okay, who will do the work in Ireland or in Czech Republic? We have daily activities to do. Okay, so we have here our problem, our idea, and how to create our team work environment. Okay, like I said, we can use a lot of technology. So we saw here on the previous presentations. Okay, we can use cell phones, we can use even Teams, we can use some VRs. But like I said, some project is from 10 years ago, 5 years ago. As a company, we didn't thought about extended reality, virtual reality, augmented reality. Okay, so because we didn't thought about that, we don't have our machines, our lines on the VR goggles. Okay, so start this from now, it's not possible. And the problem shooting, if we know what's causing, if we know the challenge, okay, we already share the knowledge. But we always, every day, we have new challenges. So how to do it from now? Okay, so with the help with the IMR, we started this project. We are in the early stages of this project. And we have an impressive, good adoption from both sides. But then we realize, okay, we can create a good teamwork environment. But if you are on site, we can just point, we can just talk or have one translation. But you probably know that in Czech Republic, they don't speak English, they speak Czech. Okay, the manager speaks English, some people there speak English, but if you need to go to production and talk with a specific operator, maybe they don't speak English. So we have a bigger challenge, and our bigger challenge is communication. Okay, we are now in a multi-language world. We can say that everybody speaks English, but it's not completely true. Some documentation in Czech Republic is in Czech, it's not in English. Some operators don't speak Czech, don't speak English, they speak only Czech. And here, I don't speak Czech, I speak only English. So if they need to talk with me, I will not understand them. If I need to talk with them, they will not understand me also. So we start to see that it's impossible to create a teamwork environment without this kind of communication, this light of translation. So now we are trying to combine, okay, our extended reality with the translation. Okay, we have ChatGPT, Gemini, and other ones, but data is very important to us. So how to combine the real audio-to-audio translation, in-time audio-to-audio translation, with this tooling that we have available and easy to operate. Easy, like, okay, the operator can just put the goggles and go to production, and okay, we can create this environmental. Now we have 8 scenarios of translation needs and VR compatibility, like one-to-one person, one-to-many persons, and it's 8 scenarios that we're trying to solve all these problems, okay? Like I said, we are in the early stages. The project is a 2-year project. We are in the first 6 months yet, but this is our challenge, and I think it's very important to share this with you because other companies could face this challenge too. And for our future, our blue sky in Decotek, what we can see what you already see in the previous presentation, what Volvo is doing, what Kuka is doing, what Mark showed to us, that okay, we can use for training, we can use for maintenance, we can use for health and safety in confined spaces. So there's many use case scenarios. But first, we need to solve the communication and how to integrate all of these team together, these both sides together. Okay, so is this what I would like to go with you, and thank you very much.